Imagine tomorrow doesn't exist. Not metaphorically. Not live like it's your last day. That's a poster in a dentist's waiting room. I mean, it stops. After tonight, there is no more future to prepare for. No next Tuesday, no next paycheck, no later. How many minutes do you think it would take before your brain noticed? Start small. 2 coffees. 99 cents, $1. Pick. There it is, that half-second pause. Quality, size, whether the extra cent buys you anything, worth it for who? There is no next coffee to compare this one against. And still, something in you opened a spreadsheet that has no columns left to fill. Fine, you buy the dollar one. The cashier says, "I owe you 3 cents. You wait for the 3 cents. The last 3 cents you will ever hold. And your hand stays out, because walking away without them feels unfinished in a way that has nothing to do with 3 cents. You flip a light switch, off out of habit, before you even register the room is empty, and will stay empty. You open the fridge, and this is the part that should bother you. You put the leftovers away, in containers, sealed, for a future meal that, by the rules we agreed on 30 seconds ago, is not going to happen. Nobody is eating that on Thursday. There is no Thursday. You sealed it anyway, because sealing it is what the hands do. You lock the door on your way out. Wait, there is no way out. You're not going anywhere. And you still checked the lock. Twice. The second time out of a nagging doubt that the first check didn't count. The same doubt that made you double-check the cashier's math on the 3 cents. Notice what just happened. Neither of those touched a price tag directly, but the reflex that fired was the exact same one. The one that priced the coffee, that waited on the change. Except now it's aimed at food you paid for, and a door protecting things you own. So whatever this is, it was... Which means the real question underneath the coffee and the leftovers isn't what would you do with your last dollar. It's simpler and worse. Can your brain stop optimizing once optimization has become completely, provably pointless? Not won't. Can it? Push further, because this is where it stops being about your kitchen and starts being about you. An email sits in your inbox. Work-related, mildly urgent, entirely irrelevant now. And you draft a reply. Polished. On brand. For a colleague who will never read it. About a job that will never pay you again. You start a grocery list. Milk. You catch yourself writing milk on a list for a store you will never walk into. And instead of laughing, you keep writing. Because the list was never really about the milk. It was about the shape of provisioning for a future that just got canceled. You open your banking app, check the balance, check if the paycheck landed. This one's worth sitting on for a second, because there's nothing left to spend the paycheck on, and you're still refreshing the screen like the number means something. It doesn't buy anything anymore. You checked anyway. That's not about money either. That's you. Confirming you exist inside a system that was tracking you. The version of you that plans, that provisions, that keeps score against a future. The experiment was never about the last dollar. It was about what happened after the dollar stopped mattering. You still compared. You still optimized. You still checked. Not because there was anything left to gain. Because your brain had stopped asking why a long time ago. Tomorrow disappeared. Your brain kept budgeting for it anyway.